Hello, my Tubies, Sheila True Love here today, and we're going to talk about the narcissist side chicks. Oh God, this is too much. Way too much. Too much for me. Anyway, we're going to listen to some excerpts from these females who are side chicks. Whatever. This world is crazy. It's spinning. I don't like to do talky talk in front of my video. I'll save it all talky talk for the end because I hate it. Okay, so let's listen up.
Just get out of the marriage and let them fix it, or the dude just needs to fix it.
Okay.
Get out of the marriage and let them fix it, or the dude just needs to leave.
Let me tell you something about side chicks, though.
Please.
Because men are usually more honest with the side chick.
Yes.
You know why? Because they know they don't have to pay half to you, okay, if you're a side chick. That's why they're more honest with you.
Preach.
So, the thing is that a lot of side chicks are getting gifts. They find a way to make the relationship work because it's an ego thing. Everybody's got egos in this relationship, thing. And you really got to know who you are. And that's the problem that we're having.
Right.
But it's like what our boy Jay-Z, what he used to say, the problem is y'all treat your
side chick with the same respect that you're giving your main chick.
And that is why I get on the men.
And this is what Jay-Z says, so we have a pretty much good idea of how he's treating Beyonce. The problem is you treat your side chick the way you treat your main chick. Ain't no main chick, there's no side trick, and I do mean trick. There's no side chick. I'm the only chick. It's called I'm your wife. And these females don't give a flying. Oh my God. Do you see why I said yo? I have a toy box. I have guys who I hang out with and I date and all the above, but there's some guys, majority of them, I put them in my toy box. They're not someone that you would take seriously. They are someone that you would pull out of your toy box when you're bored out of your mind. We've all had those days. And all of this, a side chick, she needs to stay in her place. She needs to know her role. Come on, Tubies. Look at Sheila True Love. Sheila True Love is freaking out. Are these people serious? And you have these females who are willing to be the side chick. They don't care that he's married. They don't care that they could destroy and bust up families. They really don't give a flying biscuits, if you will. What? And then I was looking online, and I was looking at certain apps, and this day and age, they even have apps that if you're married, they help you to cheat on your partner, but discreetly. Your partner is supposed to never find out. You can cheat on your partner discreetly. Look, I don't believe in marriage anymore. I don't believe in family. I already told you about the religion that I was a part of for, all my life. And that totally died because I found out it was a cult and it's corrupt. I'm just like, let's listen in. Come on, Tubies, whatever. You get to a point where you just say, I remember being with my ex-narcs and I said, well, why did you do whatever the hell you did? He said, because I got to the point where I got the fuck it. And I don't like to use profanity, but he said, fuck it. He said, nobody believes in marriage. He was been out there in the streets. He's been sleeping, having sex with married people. The husband is right there. He's smoking crack. They're smoking crack. He's horny as get out. The guy would take his wife and say, here, you can have my wife. The wife was down with it. She was down with it. And, whoa, really? Oh, man.
Because the men are getting it mixed up instead of having that respect for that main one.
But also what makes the side chick always look more appealing is that she's not dealing with the real issue. She's not handling children, bills, the real life issue. pure entertainment. That's I have a question.
Yes.
And they're absolutely right. Of course, the side chick is always going to look amazing when you see her because she's not dealing with your problems. She's not dealing with your prostate cancer. She's not dealing with the cyst that you had on your behind. She's not dealing with the freaking, what is that? Something going on with your freaking, they cut a fucking, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to curse. They cut you from here to here, from your chest. You got scabs all on you. She's not dealing with that. When you go over to the side chick's house, she's carefree. You know what I mean? She can always look amazing and put on that sexy outfit and have her hair up to part and her nails up to part. God knows he's paying for it. You know? So one thing about me is I analyze stuff and I stand back for a minute and I check things out. Let me tell you what's going on here. When it comes to these dudes, because they're not men, because a man would never treat a woman this way. But when it comes to these dudes of today, they marry the woman, they make her supposedly, and I do use quotes here, supposedly his wife, and that's the wife, when in actuality, no, that's his mother. But you see, if a man is 30 years old or 33 years old and he's still living with his mommy or still living with his mom, people are going to say, yo, kid, what's up? What's going on? Why are you still at home with your mom at the age that you are? So what these dudes have done is they go out there and they find a female. She cooks, she cleans, she maintains the home. That's really his mother. He might throw her a little sex every now and again. He don't mind being a little, I don't know, disgusting, whatever. Sex with an effect. But he turns the wife into his mother. And the females that he have on the side, I got hip to this because I kept looking, I kept checking, I kept listening, He turns the chick on the side, that's his sweetheart. That's his sweetheart. You have now officially become his mom and his caretaker. They don't want to have to go home and then they come home to an empty house. Like my ex-narc said, he says, I don't like to be alone, going home to an empty house, that's not good for me, blah, 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 blah. Yeah, I got hip to this. And a lot of these females, they're willing to put up with all of this. Oh, I don't know. But my point is, the side chick, she gets all of the good times. And the wife, she gets all of the hardship. She gets all of the extra work. She gets everything that's like whatever. So the side chick, she gets the best of the sex. And sex is sacred. That's how I am and that's who I am. You know what I mean? The reason why I don't take people back once you cheated on me is because, let me tell you something. I am a female who I already have walls built up. I have walls built up to protect myself. I'm already on alert. And if I let a man I open the door and let you pass these walls and I close it back up, of course, it's just you and me now. I accept you and I'm letting you be, I'm going to, share my body with you. And when I share my body with you and you could sit there and not appreciate that and you could do cutthroat on me, yeah, I'm not, that's why I told you, Sheila, true love don't give second chances, because it's too hard for me already to open up, let my walls down. When I let my walls down for you and you sat up there and treated me like that, yeah, I'm done with you. And you could tell I'm a Capricorn. You could tell when a Capricorn is done with you, because every time you try to say, can I come over? Can I see you? And she's always busy. Or even a man, they're always going to be busy, busy, busy. That's how you could tell when a Capricorn is done. Okay? When a Taurus is done with you, a Taurus, they will stop including you into their events. They'll stop, inviting you. They will distance you. You know what I mean? And when it comes to a Cancer gets to a point where they don't have anything nice to say about you. They may be very sarcastic and all the above, blah, blah, blah. But my point is, when I am a Capricorn, and you can tell when I'm done with you, because I'll come up with every excuse in the book of why I'm not available. Oh man, I would like to go. I really would. Man, I just wish I didn't have this to do and I didn't have that to do. You can tell I'm done. Like, I don't know if you guys heard my other video with my ex-narc. He's constantly inviting me out. He's constantly this, blah, 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 blah. You know, and I was always telling him, I'm busy, I'm not available. Like with the Aries, I was studying this zodiac, this whatever. But you can tell when the Aries is done with you because they do a disappearing act. They don't want you to be no part of their life. My ex-Aries, they do a disappearing. He calls me constantly. He wants to try to stay connected with my family, going to the Kingdom Hall and all this stuff. He knows damn well he ain't interested in that. He sit up here telling me he wants to go to... No, that's a person that's not done with you. I haven't heard from him for a minute, and I'm happy. You know why? Because he stole $750 from me, and he knows he have to pay that back. So, of course, he did a disappearing act. But because he's going to try to let time pass and hope that he can come around later and that I'm going to have Alzheimer's. Once you steal from me, honey, that's a wrap. That's a wrap. $750? I'm done with you. You know? But anyway, let's go back to the side chick of the narcissist. And the reason why they're narcissists, because they have no empathy. They don't care how they're hurting you. They don't care whether they bust up your family. They don't care who's hurting. They don't care. It's called lack of empathy. How about this? No empathy. All they care about is themselves. And you also know something else about a narcissist. They're only happy. They're only happy when they're hurting people. This is... whatever. Let's go back. It's called side chick versus main chick. Who is winning? And this is with The Real Daytime. You can check that out on YouTube. It's called The Real Daytime.
Why would any woman want to be the side chick?
First of all, a lot of side chicks are young.
Okay.
You know, they're dealing with, you know, older men, and they can pay a car note. You know, I mean, it's like, it's just being real. When you young and you ain't making the money, and you got somebody coming at you saying, I'm going to take care of you, then you kind of make concessions. It's not right. I don't think it's right, but
they make promises too.
Exactly.
Saying I'm going to leave her.
Because if we're going to be real, because this is the real.
Yeah.
Get real.
Please talk to us.
I feel like everybody at this table been a side chick before, whether we know it or not. I'm just saying. Let's not, because y'all have been too. Ladies, get your mind. I'm just saying. You got to be real with yourself.
Let's think about this.
Here you go, start mess.
No, I am not. I'm saying, you brought up a point. Is when you're young, you know, you believe whatever they be.
But if I find out I'm the side chick, I'm out. Who
But
wants
that's
to be
what I'm
the
saying,
side chick?
Tam, whether you know it or not. You played the side chick before.
You've never been lied to.
You have known that. You made the decision after you found out. But at the end of the day, you know, when you're young and impressionable, you know, we believe whatever they talking about. Now, I do have to say there is a difference between a side chick and I hate.
And to be honest with you, I have to agree with Tamar. She's right. We all have probably been side chicks without even knowing. Because the moment I know that a man is married, are you kidding me? Marriage is sacred. That's something that God, he ain't playing with that. He says, don't put asunder to what I put together. Even though God didn't put half these marriages together at the same time, marriage is something that's sacred. You don't play with that. Or even if I know a man is in a relationship, you know what I'm saying? You're in a relationship. You're dating her. This is crazy. And it's also a matter of women respecting women. He's in a relationship with someone, sweetheart. So that means back up. Back up. Not the females of today. But Tamar, she's correct. You know, we've all probably been a side chick and didn't even know it. It's true. Go ahead, girl.
This word.
Go ahead.
But a hoe.
Okay.
Because one thing is a side chick is somebody who is young. Now, I think it's age appropriate. Now, when you 31, 32, you're supposed to know the real from the fake. That's when you go to the H category.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? Because you know better.
Because you know better, right?
And you know that's somebody's name.
I'm offended because you.
No, I think she's right. You know, when you're young, like in your 20s or what have you, you're pretty much raw out there. You are green. You're totally green. But when you get in your 30s, especially when you're in your mid 30s, you're supposed to know certain things. You already know what's up. Just like if you are a person and you're dealing with an adult, you don't expect an adult to act like a 12-year-old. You don't expect an adult to. You don't know the things that even a person who's 5 years old know. You don't know the things that this person is 13 and they already know it. What's up with you? Okay, so if you have mental illness or you have like something like that going on, understandable. But these side chicks and these females who are totally disrespecting other women, they know what they're doing. They know. They just don't care.
Y'all saying I'm too old to be a side chick.
Yes, you are. I did. Well, it's interesting. Let me tell you why. Let me answer her question. Now, it's more interesting because...
No, I don't know why she said that she's too old. I think she looks like she's in her 40s. You're not too old to be a side chick. You're never too old to be a side chick. And I can say that because, honey, I was speaking with one of my tubies. She's 44 years old. And she has this guy. Oh, this was like really? She has this guy who was, had a side chick. Guess how old the side chick was? This is some funny stuff. She was 72 years old. 72. He had got out of jail. He needed a place to stay, what have you. He could go to the 72-year-old woman, but she wasn't like the average 72-year-old, according to what my 2B said. She was kind of feisty, and she was like putting it together, kept her nails up to part. 72 years old, so you're never too old to be a side chick, if you want to call that a chick.
It's like Adrian said, you're not dealing with the real life man.
Exactly.
You are only getting the prototype, okay? And there is a difference.
Yeah.
Because you're not getting the attitude.
Yeah.
You're not getting, when the kids is acting crazy and you calling all doggone day, like, where you at? Your child is bouncing off the walls.
Right.
T, honey, what the electric bill is due, hunty. What's going on? Why you got my car? Why you got my ATM card, child? The side chick is not dealing with that because it's not real life.
Yeah.
But I'm going to tell you something because
She's absolutely right. Tamar is absolutely right. The side chick is not dealing with the true life. Because I recall when my ex-narc, when he was sick, like he had something going on, he had these major cysts on his butt, and he went to the hospital, they cut it out, they did surgery on his behind. He didn't have nobody to maintain and take care of him. Why didn't he go to the side chick to go take care of you, man? He was like, no, I have no one to take care of me. I have no one. I stepped up to the plate, of course, took care of the guy. You know how we do. Empaths. And I stepped up. Then he had an issue when it came to his gallbladder. He got a cut on his chest from here to there. Where were the prostitutes, the side chicks, the thoughts, and the street whores? I said, well, you've been dealing with a couple of the females out here. Why don't you call them? You know what he said? I can't call them a no. He said, because I don't have any money. Because I don't have any money. They're not going to care about me. I don't have any money. Did I look out for... He was my husband at the time. He had some gallbladder issue. He got a scar on his chest from here to there. And then he had this prostate. That was the cancer. That was scary for all of us. Even my son stood up. I got to give my son, because he took the lead. He was like, so what are we going to do as a family? We had a family meeting. What are we going to do to take care of Rob? We got to see how much we're going to pay for the chemo. We got to see how we're going to... My son stood up. That's the very kid that he hated and treated so badly. Yet, that's the very one who took charge. And Lewis is not the type to try to stand up. He stood up for that one. And then we're here, and he ended up, sometime with the radiation, like 2 or 3 weeks or a month later, he ended up with his bowels. He had locked bowels. He was in the bathroom crying and screaming, I can't defecate, I can't. He didn't say defecate, S-H-I-D. Whatever. Anyway, I called the ambulance. I lost a day of work. We got him to the hospital. They put these tubes up his rectum to help him to defecate. And so I'm in that same room now. Keep in mind, you're trying to look at him. You know, you with your partner. You want to always look at them when they're looking good and all that. Now you see him on a freaking one of those little portable toilets, and he's on this toilet, and he's struggling like hell to defecate. And you're looking at all this. You're among all the bad times with this character. You're with all the bad times, and you're right there. He finally defecated, stunk up the whole floor. I'm in that room, and I loved him still. Regardless. You know? You think a side chick is going to put up with all that? They're not. Yeah, okay.
Say all of that, and it's still some women that are going to be like, okay, but I don't have to deal with that, and I still want to be the side chick. And this is the reason why you should not be it, okay? Because sometimes you get invested and you get your feelings involved. I had a friend that was a side chick for years.
Wow.
So to the point that when her lover died, she tried to go to the hospital, and the wife was there, and she was not allowed to say goodbye to her lover of so many years, because you know what? In the end, the wife always wins. So understand that, okay? That's it.
Yeah. So
I don't know about that.
Mom.
How is it that in the end, the wife always wins? How did you win? You was with a cheating bastard, and you notice what she said. He was cheating for years and years. He always had a side chick. That's disgusting. Their whole freaking marriage and everything was a sham. Everything was a lie. He never really loved his wife. He just had her there, you know, serving as his mother, his caretaker. You don't think that's hurtful? Anyway, I just wanted to share that video with my tubies and let you, you know, we had to talk about the narcissists and their side chicks. So you don't sit up here and feel like you're the only one who is going through certain things or who have gone through certain things. Come on, baby. That's why I got a toy box. I have a toy box. I keep a toy box because there are some men who are keepers and there are some who are throwbacks. And the throwbacks, you keep them in your toy box, and you go to the toy box when you have absolutely nothing else to do, when you're bored out of your freaking mind, and then you go to the toy box. Yo, what's up? What's up? What you doing? No. Anyway, this is Sheila True Love, always loving you, and you always have a choice. Until next time, we'll talk again. Bye for now.